Have here on the North Beach Peninsula of Washington on the beautiful Pacific Coast. I am in Long Beach and I am going to explore the new boardwalk, and I just thought, well, why not take you with me? Of course, I have Ripley with me already, so there's that. My ever exploratory pup here. Hopefully she won't get us into too much trouble, but we all know how that goes with Ripley. She gets excited easily, and there's a lot to be excited to with the new boardwalk. It's a little overcast, but that's Long Beach. No worries there. So this boardwalk has been completely redone, and as of Friday at its official grand opening. If you've never been here to Long Beach before, this is a beautiful boardwalk that goes between the Bolstead and Sid Snyder approaches, giving you a beautiful view of the beach as you walk along. Because we have lovely large dunes here, it is a little off of the actual shore, as you'll see when we get up there. I'm excited to share some other things with you while we walk today on this beautiful breezy afternoon. If you've been following my Facebook and the Bayside Singers YouTube channel that I'm hoping to redirect people to, you will know that coming up in May, on May 9th and May 16th, the Bayside Singers will be performing right here on the North Coast Peninsula at the River City Playhouse in Owako on May 9th, and at the Ocean Park Lutheran Church in Ocean Park the very next Saturday, May 16th. May is going to be a big month for me. Very excited to share with you that the Modem Lisa will be officially teaching classes at Grays Harbor College at all three community education campuses. The campus in Owako, the campus in Raymond, and the campus in Aberdeen, where the official Grays Harbor College home base lives. We are almost to the approach here. This actually is a very short walk. I think, and my watch will tell me when I get back to the car, but I think between the two approaches, you're barely looking at a mile. It's a very short walk. So we are almost here, and of course, Ripley is ready to explore. Now, this is a walking path that walks along the boardwalk, and we're going to take that on the way back maybe. But we are just about at the brand new boardwalk. Let's take a look here. How exciting to have it all fresh and new. Let's take a peek at the rules here. So, here are our rules. I'm going to let some people pass by since Ripley does slow me down along the way. All right, let's go ahead. Come on. All right. Really lovely work on the boardwalk. Very nice. And you can see it's a pretty popular day here at the beach. You can come here and drive on the beach. You can come here to razor clam. There's a bunch of different reasons why you might find the Long Beach area to be tons of fun. We've got all kinds of events that go on throughout the year. Lots of music, lots of art. Of course, because you've seen from me, the Bayside Singers, and artists like Eric Weigart. You kind of got it all here on the Long Beach Peninsula. And now we have an even nicer boardwalk to enjoy it on. We got these nice metal rails now. The boardwalk didn't have these before. This is one of our 2 pit stops. Get a lovely water fountain. And you can come here and watch all the action on the beach from right up here. Come up. What do you think, Rip? Good view? We often have kite flyers here. We even have a kite festival that's coming up in August. We also have a razor clam festival that's coming up in only a couple weeks. And the razor clam festival is a huge event where you can come, you can learn about razor clams, you can try out some chowder at a chowder competition. There's really a lot that you'd be surprised to learn about catching razor clams, cooking razor clams, and everything razor clam. I know Ripley would like some razor clams, but Mommy's vegan, so I don't give her none. This is just a wonderful, fun place to enjoy, and now the boardwalk is even better for all that fun. So let's keep going. All right. This is actually a lot of space. You can picnic. Of course, it is doggo friendly, but make sure that you control your doggo. How beautiful. Yeah, we've got these lovely metal railings whenever there's an incline. The boards themselves are very solid, stable, and everything is just so clean and fresh. Such a beautiful view, relaxing walk that you can enjoy without having to worry about maybe getting too much sand in your shoes. But we do love to walk on the beach here. Highly recommend our beach. And really, one of the only beaches where you'll be able to drive all year. Now, this particular spot where we're walking, where the boardwalk is, this part does close to driving part of the year, so keep that in mind. But north or south of here, there are still plenty of opportunities for driving on the beach year-round. In fact, up where I live in Ocean Park, you can drive up onto Bay Avenue and head north or south from there. Very fun to drive on the beach. I did not think I would enjoy it nearly as much as I do. So I was telling you as we walk along here about the community education classes that I'm going to be teaching at Grays Harbor College this year. So if you are someone who just wants to know more about technology for your personal use, or you're running a small business and maybe you're not sure what applications are best for your business, how to maintain your social media, or what to do with all these new AI tools. And then there's also a course for anyone out there struggling to create their resumes, prepare for interviews, and find work in this new world of AI. I will help show you how to revamp your resume, prepare for interviews, and do all that with AI tools without compromising any of your private data. This is important because a lot of people are really excited to use AI tools, but don't know the risks involved or how to use them properly and effectively to get the most out of the free tools or maybe the paid tools that you might be using. Let's take a look at the interior here now. These are some of our wonderful resorts where you have ocean views. And down at the end, you can see the Pickled Fish restaurant. And I will zoom in a little bit while we're standing here. It is one of the few restaurants that you can go to and take a look out on the beautiful coast as you dine. And that means you can also park over on the other approach, walk over for dinner, and then have a lovely walk back to burn off your meal. It's a very convenient little spot. Though I'm a little partial to Ocean Park just because it's mine. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. I did not notice all of your wonderful comments. I I haven't gone live in a while, and I wasn't thinking about comments along the way. So thank you all. Sunny Funny. Bunger. Wow, I've never seen some of you before. Thank you for joining. So excited. Hello from Virginia Beach, Robert Plummer. Yes, I bet Virginia Beach has similar boardwalk situations as we do here on the North Beach Peninsula. See, now I got so excited I can't talk. And you'll see along the way as we go through the boardwalk from the grassy part, there are lots of these lovely approaches. We'll take you all the way out to the beaches. If you're tethered to a doggy like me, you might want to do that. Oh boy, Rip, you are just a little nut. Okay. I know why I can't see the comments. My sunglasses are very dim. So it doesn't seem like it's that sunny of a day, even with all these clouds, but it is. You could still get a tan today here in Long Beach. Though, I do see people on the beach here occasionally sunbathing, which I think is really interesting because it's always pretty breezy. And temperatures here, they never get really over 80, maybe once or twice a year. And we don't really see any snow, but we do have a couple slushy days every year that surprise me and look a little bit like snow if you're not someone like me who came from Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to my Cleveland friends. I love you all, miss you. But I don't miss the snow. I was last in Cleveland. My last winter was the winter of 22. And wouldn't you know it, we had 2 feet of snow from basically January through February. And unfortunately, my neighborhood was not on the ball, and so Ripley and I could only go in little squares around our house. It's just too much. So, happy to be here in Long Beach. Happy to be on the North Beach Peninsula. Hint, hint. It is officially called the North Beach Peninsula, even though many people will call it the Long Beach Peninsula. There's a lot of debate over that, but the official map makers have deemed this the North Beach Peninsula, even though I don't know what it's north of. We are on the South Washington coast. We are north of Oregon, just north of Astoria, which you might know from the Goonies. Here we have our second little pit stop. Again, plenty of room if you want to stop and have a picnic. And here you'll see some people checking out the whales, little exhibit that we have out here on the beach. There's just so much out here to check out. And we're almost to the end of the journey on the boardwalk, so thank you for joining me. No. And of course Ripley has to get little loud right at the end, huh, you dork? We were doing so good. And it's very exciting to be here, exploring the new boardwalk, checking everything out. Good girl, Rip, sit down. Such beautiful views from this boardwalk. So relaxing and nice. And you'll find people walking dogs, people with kiddos. We got another drinking fountain here. How nice. You just never know when you might need a little bit of water. I could probably use some right now, actually. And at the other end of the boardwalk, there are also additional restrooms, which is really nice. I know a lot of times when I was road tripping across the country or, just going to different tourist locations, especially on the East Coast, I'm I'm going to call it out here as a pet peeve, but Boston in particular, there's nowhere for tourists to go to the bathroom. You can't even go to the bathroom in a Starbucks. It's ridiculous. So here, to know that there are public restrooms on many of the approaches, at the state parks, in downtown Long Beach, it's just very convenient. You know, not quite as convenient as going to Vegas and being able to stop in any casino at any time, but it's still very convenient and very nice. Everything is very well maintained, and you can tell that from the quality they put into the rebuilding of the boardwalk and how enjoyable it is. Well, here we are. We're at the other end. So thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate having you all walk with me. Don't forget, check out the Bayside Singers, their YouTube channel and Facebook info for their events coming up. The River City Playhouse in Owako on May 9th, the Ocean Park Lutheran Church on May 16th. And remember, if you need any kind of technology help, the Modem Lisa is there for you. And we'll be teaching new classes at Grace Harbor College Community Education in Owako, Raymond, and Aberdeen starting in May. 6-week classes, or take individual ones. All kinds of topics. Everything but how do I keep my bangs from going, my not bangs from going everywhere. Well, thanks everyone. It's a beautiful day in Long Beach, Washington, and we're happy that you're here with us.